Congratulations, Rogers. Hi.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So happy you are. I'm all right.
Oh, very, very relief.
Very. But I know that you do deserve to get better score. And the way you practiced last couple of weeks, I will tell that last 4 weeks, it is really praiseworthy. And
Yep.
I really want to make you a score as soon as possible because I found you that you are very much potential. That if I want to teach you many things, it will not be a solution. Rather, it could be a problem for you because you have your own way to solve some of the problems. So when I understood it, then I found that, okay, I asked Roger to sit for the exam. Now, Rogers, what I'm trying to say, because, the video we are going to make right now, it is getting recorded. There are a couple of questions I'll be asking you so that it can inspire other students who are going to sit for the exam recently. And it might help them to get prepared because you got the score. So your words can be the tool of motivation. So first of all, my first question is that tell me about your experience, like whatever you found, how we actually help each other.
Sure. So I found you guys for last 3 years ago when I did the first PTE exam, and I've just been hooked. Like, you guys are very helpful, and like with attacking this PTE exam, there's definitely like a strategy to it. So you guys have given me this information, and I've used that to kind of like practice with like a purpose. So that's really helpful.
Okay. So last time, like, after 3 years, you again sit for the PT examination. Like, what are the things you felt like, okay, you need some support, and there's the reason you came back? What are the areas that you think like, okay, I need to know these or that, like why you came back actually? What are the thoughts you had at the time that, okay, somehow, or any changes? Could you please tell me something about your comeback to us?
Yeah, sure. So the first thing is that because 3 years is a long time, so I definitely need like a refresher course. And also, like I said, it's been so long, so there might be some updates with the PT exam, and apparently it is. It's like a 3-hour exam to 2 hours. So all this information is definitely crucial, and like you guys have that information, and that's why I come back.
Okay, so what do you think, the way we told you, the way we suggested you, do you think that any students, if they follow the path we showed them, the path we showed you as well, if they follow on a regular basis, if they practice on a regular basis, do you think that they can get the score?
Oh yeah, definitely, because the strategy works. Like I've done it twice, and using the tactics and the methods that you guys taught me. So the methods definitely work. So if you use the methods and you practice hard, you definitely will get the marks.
Yes. So you got 390s and 188. You got speaking 88. Could you please tell me that there is any reason specific that you missed that score? 90 out of 90
Oh
speaking.
man, I believe I messed up one of the repeat sentence. So that I thought it wouldn't affect that much, but yeah, it looks like it did.
So it's a perfect 90, like, 390s. Could you please tell me something about the way you practiced for speaking? Because many people have a mindset that they think that they should speak anything in their, describe image or written lectures. Do you think that it really works, or they should focus on the content, and how our strategy or structure helps them?
So from what I know, that PT, they kind of recognize the way you speak, so you don't have to speak the way how like people from the UK or the US, how they speak. So content is more important. As long as you can pronounce it just enough for the system to catch it, those are the contents that will help you to get the marks.
Okay, so some people think that, okay, read aloud is very easy because I just need to read a text. So what do you think, that they should practice on read aloud on a regular basis, or that they should think that, okay, it's a very easy question and they can perform in the exam? What's your strategy? Like, I know that you practice really hard. I know that you did really good in every time whenever you did read aloud, but what's your thought regarding read aloud?
Yeah. So when I come back and practice this round, I thought my read aloud was fine, but then you give me some tips to how to improve. So like, for example, reading into like chunks, reading with like a purpose, and like a bit of pauses here and there to kind of like explain. Like imagine your speaker, they're speaking to someone who wants to learn, so you have to speak with meaning. So I think you have to practice here and there, because without practice, you kind of like sometimes you panic and then you just messed up, and then you might mess up the whole thing. So definitely need to practice on that.
Okay. Any of your strategies that actually help others? Because most of the people are not doing good in the repeat sentence. So I just want to know that, Rodgers, do you have any specific method that you followed so that others can follow?
Honestly, I still feel like my repeat sentence isn't that good. But
Still you got 19 listening, 18
yeah.
whatever. But any specific tips you would like to suggest those who are facing that, okay, repeat sentence is really hard for them?
Yep. A couple of tips, especially from you. One is that you want to listen with meaning and try to picture yourself in that situation. That will kind of like give you the idea of the content and kind of repeat that. The second thing is kind of like to break it into chunks, because you don't want to remember like individual words or even like the whole sentence, which is going to be really difficult. So if you break it into 3 to 4 chunks, that would be quite helpful. And then the final tip would be like practice those prediction files, because sometimes they do repeat those questions, and that would be beneficial. And then you can use that as a practice tool with the first 2 tips.
Oh, great, great. Now, Rodgers, one thing many people think that they are making some spelling mistakes. So to avoid spelling mistakes, what should be your strategy? What strategy you followed actually? Like, some people don't have time to check their essay or summaries. So what is your suggestions towards them? What is your recommendation?
Yeah. So my strategy is to, when I see like a immediate mistake that I can spot it, I will correct it straight away. But like I think the best would be at the end, where you kind of try to spare some maybe 1 or 2 minutes to even check, because you read through it, you can kind of like spot the mistakes, and then you can change it quickly. So it doesn't take too long a time. So you just need a few minutes to kind of like get to it. But if you do feel like you don't have the time, then definitely type and check the words at the same time.
Oh, great, great. Now, next question is like, many students think that they are not doing good in the reading section, like core reading section means reorder paragraphs or fill in the blanks. To get 79, what's your own understanding right now that do they need only in the reading section? They should focus on the read aloud and other parts which contribute reading sections. So what's your observation after getting 90 in reading as well?
I feel that I could be better performing that, in the sense that my grammar could be better, like kind of like remember like the subject verb object kind of strategy and the format. So if you learn that and try to really understand it, and then use that formula to practice, that would be really helpful. Especially like the prediction file is good, because they kind of give you practice and potential repeat questions. But it's definitely possible that those questions will not show up. So if you have the grammar formula in your head and really understand, then you can use that to imply and implement it in your exam.
Oh, great, great suggestion. Next is, I know, and I actually asked you to sit for the mock test couple of times, and you did. Every week you have sat at least 2 times or 1 time. Tell me something about the way it helps you to manage your time and all these things. So what is the importance of the mock test? Why students should sit for the mock test on a regular basis?
Yep. So when you practice just normal like sections, you just practice that part. But when you practice the mock test, you practice the whole exam. So that's gonna be good to help you, to give you the understanding of how the format is, and then you know like what comes after each question, like what type of like maybe read aloud and then repeat sentence. So that's gonna be helpful for you. And then once you do that, I think mock test is quite strict as well, because usually I don't get full 90 marks. And so I feel like I need to practice harder, and that kind of helped me to better perform in the actual exam.
It always shows that you need some improvements.
Yes, that's very good.
Yeah. It's important. It's important, and it's very obvious that you were with us 3 years back. You came back because definitely you trusted us. So,
Yes.
what you want to say, someone who is looking for the PT preparation coaching, and what should be your advice to them? Should they come, or what's your advice?
Definitely do not look any further. Don't look any further. Come, because they have the strategy. It works twice on me. So definitely this is the place to go to.
Oh, great. And any final statement about potential students who are sitting for the exam next week or next month? What will be your recommendation or suggestions to those people?
Yep. So as long as you have the strategy, you understand what you need to do, all you have to do is to practice, because you can't really see to the future, like you don't want to be getting panic and worried about things that you can't control. So take the next step and keep practicing, and then you'll be able to get the marks in one.
Oh, great, great. So Rodgers, it's very nice to talk to you face to face, because we have been communicating without videos. So this is the first time after the coming last 4 or 5 weeks. So it's very nice that you are such a gentleman, and I'm very happy that we help each other. And at the end of the day, you got your score. And I wish you all the best, because I know that you were a full-time worker. That is, you have your job, and after that you practiced at home, you sat with us, you really worked hard to crack the PT as soon as possible. I understood your goal, that you didn't want to invest more time, rather quality time, so that you can get the score as soon as possible, and you did it.
Definitely.
Okay, thank you very much, Rodgers. Thank you. See you soon, mate.
Thank you very much. All right.
Thanks.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Yes, bye.